just to get it, just to have it. It's not that I really want it. And I'd rather maybe get something I'd rather want, something I really, yeah. I wish the daggers would start showing up locally in the gun stores. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet.
I don't know what the deal with that is, but
Well, Stan told me the PSA doesn't really do dealer discounts. Like he would have to charge over,
yeah, and
charge MSRP or charge over. Yeah.
And that sucks.
He's just going to have to do that. Yeah. But again, here's the thing. I got tons of awesome things over the Christmas holidays from family, and I got more than I thought I was going to. And
that's what she said.
Yeah, I know, right? And and I ended up going and after I ordered that dagger frame and put it on that dagger, I'm like, now I have a frame, I have a slide. All I need is a barrel, and I could either buy a polymer 80 for $80 plus tax and shipping, or 100 or $99 for tax and shipping, depending on the company I go through. Spend all the work and time to get it made. Or I could just go and buy another PSA dagger frame for $99. So guess what I did?
You bought another dagger frame.
I bought another dagger frame.
Cool.
You got a problem. Night Strike. You need to talk to somebody about that.
I know, man. I know, right? I'm the same way.
You need to go to Gun Owners Anonymous.
And people say, but Night Strike, you have to deal with the transfer fee. Well, kids, sit down. Let Night Strike tell you a tale. When you live in South Carolina, the Palmetto State, and you frequent this wonderful sporting goods store called Palmetto State Armory. Guess what? If you have your gun shipped to them as the FFL from their website, you don't pay a transfer fee. So buy an 80% lower that I have to work on, and hopefully I don't screw it up. And sure, it's unlicensed. I give you that. It's unserialized, so nobody knows it exists. I understand the appeal to that. Or not worry about dicking it up and screwing it up, and just buying the complete frame with all the trigger parts and whatnot for $99 from PSA. I mean, honestly, I'd rather go for the quick and easy. I know. I see the appeal to 80%. You don't want, you don't want the government knowing what you have. But at the same time, if you've bought any other gun, from any store, period, it doesn't matter what kind of store it is, and you had to fill out a 4473, whether they've had to file it or not, you're basically, in the system regardless. So, you back, Travis?
Yeah, my computer decided to go ahead and force an update on me. First, it played stupid and disconnected, and then it said, "Sorry, you got to run it. You got to run an update." It's like, thanks, bro.
Yeah, Kingpin. I understand. Building it with your own hands and doing it yourself and whatnot, but I've got Murphy's Law kind of luck. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And that usually happens with me. So trying to do that, honestly, I've succeeded with some AR-15 lowers, but the problem is I had to use a hand drill with those instead of a drill press. And it's a pain in the ass. I never want to do that again. So at the end of the day, I just went and bought another PSA dagger frame, and maybe one of these days I'll get one of those, what is it, PF80 frames or something like that.
Yeah.
The Glock 19 frame. Or maybe I'll go the Glock 17 route, build the Glock 17 out of a 80%. But right now, I just don't want anything to go wrong. So I'm taking the path of least resistance on this. I mean, listen, I'm not saying that you shouldn't go out and do 80%. No, go out and do 80% all day long, as much as possible. Have fun. Go do it. It's a great experience. But at the same time, I'm worried about picking something like that up and not having it be usable. And
here's the problem I have with the 80% lowers. I've done 5 or 6 now, aluminum. And those bits, they're only good for about 2.
Right.
And you want a nice sharp bit because it's going to cut through the aluminum. And we're careful when we do it. We use the drill press, I don't know what the hell you call it, the proper lubricant for the bits. And I still can't get more than two lowers out of it. And we're very, very careful. We're using actual drill press with a vise and everything. We're watching the angles and stuff. And it's good, but if you're not careful, you can screw up your lower. You screw up a bit, you basically have to stop until you get a new bit. And you can't just go buy the bit at the store. They take these ones take a highly specialized part you have to order.
So,
and they're about $40, $50 a piece, something like that. So it's been a very expensive hobby doing the 80% lowers, but I mean, it's worth it because you're doing your own. And it's awesome. I mean, machining aluminum is the coolest thing. It's messy as hell, but it's so cool.
I'm a proponent of doing 80% if you can do it, reliably, and you can do it proficiently. I myself am saying right now that I'm not sure if I because I haven't done a Glock style one before, so I'm not sure I could be proficient in completing.
And like for me, I think the Glock style is the one I could do.
Yeah. Well, no, I get that. I'm not saying against it. I'm saying personally from my experience, like, AR1 I can do, because it was fairly simple. It's just, I
mean, they give you the bits, you get the jig and stuff. I don't think it'd be hard to do. As long as you got a vise grip and you got a good cordless drill, you should be okay. Yeah. I don't think you have to use a drill press to do a polymer 80, do you?
Right.
The drill press. I don't think you need that for the pistol.
I don't think so.
Well, that's why
it makes it easier, but yeah.
But I looked at the price of and of the companies I would go through to get a lower and whatnot. I would go through JSD Supply, okay, because they've got some good. They got everything. And the problem is, it would cost me just about the same amount of money or more to get one from them than just getting a complete frame from PSA. So that's why.
And that's my issue as well with these polymer 80s is by the time you do it, you have more into it. Yes, you could have whatever parts upgraded from the get-go, but you're going to have more in it. Just a basic building a pistol instead of buying a pistol.
Okay, who's moving a moose around?
Not it.
Hey, here's the other thing about the 80% lowers. Like, I was telling you I do the AR ones. They're $60, $70 a piece. I mean, I can get a complete ready to go lower that has to be registered, right, for $40, and I can buy those locally at my gun store and not even have to pay a transfer fee or anything like that.
Well, quote unquote registered. But yeah.
Right.
But I mean that's why I got the 80s. That's why I did the ARs.
That's the only reason to do. That's the only reason to do an 80 is to obfuscate the whole need to be registered.
No, that's not the only reason. Another reason is because you want to learn and you want to do it.
Well, dude, I learned so much about operating a drill press and machining and metalwork. I mean, it was really it is a learning process, especially if you have no practice with that before. So I really enjoy it. I mean, it's fun.
And that's one reason, by the time I went and bought the drill press, bought the AK builders kits and stuff like that, I have a lot more into the AKs. I could have bought, like I've built 4. Like I probably could have bought 6 or 7 with the amount of money, but I wanted to know, the process of doing this. And, within the process of doing this, I, sold on a night strike that was, that he likes to shoot. So that's cool.
Yeah. I love that AK boost. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But again, he built that one from a parts kit on his kitchen table.
Fish, yeah. But
yeah. Well, that you did use a Childress receiver.
Yeah, Childress receiver, with my last name on it. And I used a 12-ton Harbor Freight press and the
Harbor Freight
builder tool set. And I just built it up. Okay.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, because it's got Foos's name on it, it's Foos's. If anybody doesn't know, Foos's last name is very, very German. It's like you can't. It's like it's so German. He's got the umlauts still in the last name.
Foos-Wiener.
They didn't Americanize it yet.
Foos-Wiener.
Von Braun.
So when I saw that, yes, it had a Hungarian. What was it? Was it a Hungarian 63 or 65 parts kit?
63.
It was a
65. 65.
It was a 65 parts kit.
Yeah.
And I looked at it and like, sure, the receiver is a Hungarian style receiver, but with the German last name, I just felt that it was more appropriate to get an East German furniture kit and slap that on there. And honestly, it looks better with it. And that master mount I got from MK Outdoor Journal, Budget Guns and Gear, with the master mount on it, it's perfect now. I'm not doing anything else to that gun because it's perfect as I want it.
Cool.
Are we live yet?
No, we are. We've been live talking about guns and whatnot for like at least
no, on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
on YouTube.
Yeah, I we've been live for like 10 minutes.
Good. Well, I didn't hear you say because I switched over my computer and I didn't realize you'd already done it. So.
Well, we're talking about guns, and I figured people will want to hear about this before all the other crap we're going to talk about.
Oh, absolutely. Let's talk fun stuff that we can all relate to before we get the Bloom and Doom out there, right?
Right. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's right. It's right.
Travis was going to tell us about that banky rob, but maybe he should do that.
No,
what are you talking about, man? I've never been convicted.
Don't do it.
Travis has never been convicted or caught.
No, not at all. Never arrested, actually. I haven't had that excitement yet.
Nope.
That's fine.
Travis, not even as a minor.
No, I never got busted by the cops for anything. Just running a red stop sign once, and that was it.
Oh man,
speeding one time,
and that's more of a Boy Scout than I am.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't screw around, dude.
So they didn't open the
actually transporting arms.
Yeah, my own arms.
Yeah.
Man and arms. I had my He-Man toys with me, but that was pretty much it. So
there you go.
Yeah. Apparently, Sean Ponery says you're more of a hobbit, Foose.
Now, if I had anything more than MIP, I wouldn't be in the classroom. I'll say that right now. So that's you go through several background checks to get your job.
If I'm a hobbit, what the hell are you? You're rounder, shorter, and hairier.
So he's a troll?
I don't know what that.
Troll?
No, I think that would make me a dwarf Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Troll?
No.
Dwarf? Gnome? Are you a gnome?
He'd be a half giant dwarf.
He's an orc. Something like that.
Michael the gnome?
Digging for your gold.
I don't know. Let's keep.
Knife Strike's got a basement full of gold bars. He just counts his money all day long. He just counts his gold coins.
It's like one.
Apparently, I am a dwarf because Sean says I just need to shout and my axe.
You know what? It would be good if I pulled up the chat and actually looked at it.
Yeah,
Give a shout out to the people out there watching right now.
It would. Let me shout out some of the people we got out there. We got Kingpin out there and in here.
Oh, Kingpin
jumped in last minute.
He's over here too.
Out there and in here.
Here too.
Yeah. We got Mr. FNH out there. Scott79 is out there. Mystic Guns is out there.
Knife Strike's definitely out there.
Sean is out there. Sean, you can always jump in if you want. But
Knife Strike does not watch his own chats.
No, I don't watch my own chats. No.
I do.
Two Live Moo is out there.
Two Live Moo.
Everybody Moo. Who else is out there? The goddamn Bacon is out there. What's going on, Bacon? LL Firearms is out there.
Bacon or goddamn bacon?
The goddamn Bacon.
Well, that's some good bacon if you're going to put that in front of it.
Y'all are hurting my ears.
That's Lord's name in vain bacon right there.
Lord's name in vain's hurting my ears.
Lord's name in vain bacon.
Yeah, Tony's getting triggered.
Tony's gonna go get his belt now because he cursed.
He's gonna go get his belt. It's like, boy, I will tell you how to
go
speak.
Give me a switch. No, Daddy, no.
You're getting triggered. What's that trigger attached to?
Wouldn't you like to know?
No, actually,
New York Outcast is out there.
I don't want to know.
New York Outcast is out there. Defense Dad is out there, and he's in here.
It's the Moo's out there.
It looks like that's everybody that's out there right now. If you're out there and you haven't said anything in the chat, say something so we know you're there and we can talk to you.
If you see something, say something.
Yep. So we got an interesting group of people this evening. I was not expecting this many people to show up or anybody to show up at all, actually.
Wait.
I thought this was a therapy session. Knife Strike, you said this was therapy, dude.
Yeah.
Wait.
Hey, I was
Addicts Anonymous.
Yeah.
Well, I heard you getting on. So Dad had to step in.
I'm addicted to guns.
Oh, Dad's here.
Yeah.
God, Put the pot away.
Yeah, you know.
The answer is because I fucking said so.
Yeah.
Go put the incense out.
My name's Foose, and I'm addicted to burnt gunpowder.
My name's Travis P11. I'm addicted to steel case ammunition.
My name's Mike Night Strike.
Hi, Mike.
And I'm addicted to buying guns from PSA.
Buying guns from PSA. Me too.
My name's Craig, and I'm addicted to I'm addicted to. Blah, 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 blah. I'm shutting up.
You're addicted to love.
Yes, he is.
Might as well face it. You're addicted to love.
No, he's addicted to buying guns from CZ.
Oh, there you go.
Wait.
Who's that chick?
No? Wait, I haven't bought. No, I did buy a gun from CZ last year. I forgot about that.
I thought you had to have a man bun to buy one of them and wear them skinny jeans, Foose.
See, that's hilarious, Foose. I'm actually remembering the guns you bought, and you aren't.
I forgot about P10F.
Yeah.
I bought that last year.
Because you told me
Next
about
thing
that
you know,
when you got
we
it
used to be
last
fooling
year.
around town on a one wheel.
I don't know if we can do that. I don't know.
You mean a unicycle? What?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
already do.
So let's go through the panel and introduce everyone. So first up we've got Travis. What's going on, Travis?
Not much, man. Just chilling. Let me get a cheap plug in while I can. We got Caliber Corner coming up on Saturday. I think we're talking about new guns coming out in 2022. Otherwise, I appreciate the invite. It's always good to be here. And you guys that are watching, get out there and subscribe to everybody on this panel because they got good content. They got really good content. So Arson's got a great channel.
Mine. I got shit out there.
Nice Strike's got a great channel. Defense Dad's pretty good. South Texas AR is in the house, right? Yeah.
All right,
Always got to check out the Kingpin.
Ooh.
And then the Foose juice is loose. So, yep.
So up next we got Foose. Hello, Foose. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Foose caboose.
I'm down in Arkansas again for a week.
Wow.
For
I'm
work.
sorry.
I know. It's
Are you
warmer
hog
down here than
hunting?
it is in KC.
No, he's probably programming.
No, I left that job.
Oh, you
I
left
went to the
that.
family reunion to pick up some chicks.
Damn straight.
I was kidding, dude.
The cousin with her two teeth are here this week.
Oh, both of them. Both of them.
Both of them. All right.
No. One,
Every time I drive through Arkansas, and if I hear a banjo, man, my butt
You
cheeks.
just put the pedal to the metal and don't stop for gas. You tell the kids, hold it to the next state, right?
No,
Right.
no. If you hear the banjos, you're already too late.
Sorry, too late.
Already too late.
You can put that on a t-shirt, dude. Put that on a t-shirt if you hear the banjos.
If you already
It's
hear
too
the
late.
Sorry, too late.
If you hear the banjos, they're already an inch in.
Yeah. All right. So up next we got Artisan Tony. Hey, Foose.
You got a pretty
I
mess
was me.
back.
Yeah. All right. Tony, what's going on?
I like the way you talk.
Oh no, God.
Yeah, there you go, Tony. Like the way you talk.
Wow.
You know
Thanks for making that joke.
That movie Deliverance wasn't filmed too far from my house.
Oh, were you one of the extras?
I don't know. I think Tony might have been in school at that
I
time.
guess it was about
That's
50.
possible.
It
He probably ran home after school every day after you watched that movie. So
was it like Murphy? It was like Murphy. I think I've been in that little restaurant. There's a little restaurant over there at Murphy, North Carolina, that has pictures on the wall, and they claim that Burt Reynolds came in there and ate, meals there.
maybe I can still use the same fork.
Smoking the Bandit.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. All right. Wow. Defense Dad, you're here. Don't say these guys need Jesus when you're in here with us.
He's playing both sides of the fence.
I'm just sitting here eating my ice cream, chilling. Yeah.
Ice
You
cream.
got ice cream? You didn't tell me you had ice cream. I'll be over in like 10 minutes.
And I worked hard
Is it
today.
Lucky Road?
I filmed 3 videos. I got the kiddo in line doing her stuff.
You work hard for the money, man. So you better treat them right.
I didn't make shit today.
Roll down some rocky road, baby.
I made 3 videos, but I gotta edit them. But
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
and the ladies are gonna, they're I can't help it. I'm like your dynamite. I got my hair cut and my beard trimmed today. So
Oh, damn.
look out.
Oh wow!
Look out. He is
There you
available.
go.
Oh,
Right.
All right.
Dingo.
The 3 Nebraskan women that aren't as wide as a double wide are going to be after you.
Hey, the proper term is corn fed. Okay, Foos, it's corn fed. Appreciate if you get it right.
The big ladies need loving.
Yep.
Have you seen me? I mean, come on, man.
The big ladies need loving too. Anyways, moving on. George, what's going on?
We're so screwed
Hi.
in the head.
Hello, YouTube, and thanks for the invite, Night Strike, and wonderful panel we have today is awesome. You guys can check me out at Instagram under South Texas Air Guy, and I'm happy to be here.
All right, glad you can make it. Now he jumped in the last minute. I don't know if he's going to speak, but I will introduce him. Kingpin, how you doing, buddy? It's been forever.
Not too bad, man. Good to see everybody. Thanks for having me.
All right, Kingpin. Yo.
Thank you for showing up.
King of the pins, baby.
So we got a couple topics to talk about tonight. I can go over one or two of them. We might not go over the last one because I really don't want to go. I don't really want to talk about Denver, but again, it's on the docket.
Man, what's going on in Denver? We got to go rescue Honda or what?
No. It's the funny thing. It was about ghost guns. Apparently, Denver decided to pass or city ordinance to ban ghost guns, and unfortunately, it's ended up banning a whole bunch of other things that protesters on the left aren't too happy about.
Wait, protesters on the left aren't happy about it?
No, the progressive
They're never happy.
The progressive protesters aren't happy about the ban because the ban basically said it not only did it ban a whole bunch of other a ton of things, but why don't we go over that first? Okay, it says Denver City Council members recently passed a ban on so-called ghost guns, hoping to distract residents into believing their elected officials are actually doing something constructive to address the rise in violent crime, when in fact it's progressive policies that are making the city less safe. Well, anyone can tell you that. And while the city's latest local gun control measure should have left them cheering, instead, many activists are now realizing that the city council quietly targets them as well. Well, who knew? The Denver City Council passed a ghost gun bill, with a 10-1 vote. Candy Ketabaka was the only council member to vote against the legislation. The pieces of the legislation that weren't talked about were the pieces about reorganizing the code, the weapons code, basically criminalizing the youth a little bit more. Ketabaka said, I think this emerged from the protests. People had umbrellas, or they had airsoft guns, or they had other things to protect themselves from the pepper spray that was being deployed by the police officers. And now the bill made all of that a crime. Who knew? Yep, it's not just home-built firearms that have been banned in Denver. Bringing an umbrella to a protest can now be considered a crime in Denver, as long as the police believe it was brought for the purpose of defeating crowd dispersal measures and not to prevent you from getting rained on.
Wow.
Giving the police more power.
Oh, great. We've got a quote from a Karen. Oh, this will be good. Activist Karen Ashmore was one of those protesters who used her umbrella as a protection. I use it sometimes as a barrier between aggressive people, which could be anybody from the Proud Boys to law enforcement, Ashmore said. She says she's concerned about the inclusion of this clause in the ghost gun legislation. I'm certainly in favor of gun control and the ghost gun bill, but this clause that was added on is not right. Well, guess what? Gun control, or any form of control done by politicians, is not right and is only there to basically restrict your rights. Newsflash.
There's no such thing about gun control. It's always just control.
It's always just control.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't be on their side and then
Selective control.
there's no selective control. It's all or nothing with those politicians. The article goes on. The writer of the article says, "I'm certainly," or they're quoting again, quoting her again, saying, "I'm certainly in favor of restricting rights that I myself are not currently exercising, but the rights that I am exercising isn't right is an argument. It's just not a very good one." Well, guess what? Those that do exercise their Second Amendment right, as opposed to those that don't. Well, if they can't exercise their right to protest with an umbrella now they know how those people who have ghost guns feel. Newsflash.
That's right.
So can they actually ban ghost guns if it's a firearm though? Can the state ban a firearm?
It was a firearm. It wasn't a firearm until it was completed.
They can until it's defeated in court.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's still it's still a legal gun. I can't just go sell unless it's serialized. I mean, it is treated as a firearm at that point. You got to follow firearm rules, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, I mean, then in essence, it is a gun. It is a firearm. You say not serialized, but it's still a firearm. You still have to follow firearm rules and law when you build it. According to whatever you do.
So like. I think we need to stop calling these guns ghost guns because they're home built firearms.
I think we should call them hobby guns. What do you guys think?
Don't worry.
Hobby firearms.
We're going over that too, but I think I've just about had enough of this article. So we're gonna drop this article because the rest of it is just how they're basically chiding that Karen for not realizing that asking the government to take away some of your civil rights ends up taking more of your civil rights.
I have some irony for you. I bet you anything that more people are killed by the objects, the blunt force objects that Antifa takes to riots than handguns.
At least through AR-15s, I know that the blunt force object thing, there's more of that than ARs every year. Yeah, I remember it's like 15 or 20,000, I think, are killed by blunt force objects every year, and like hammers and screwdrivers and stuff. Yeah,
and that's why they don't want that's really what they're complaining about. Because
Pale Horse 20 out there says
they don't want you to have your gun.
He says he brought a CZ75 back from the dead. I guess that makes it a ghost gun. No, I believe that makes you Gun Jesus.
I think we'll start calling ghost guns artisan guns because they're handmade.
Yes,
artisan.
I make an artisan firearm. Let's call it what it is, right?
And if you bring a 75, if you bring a CZ75 back from the dead, you are not like a Jesus gun. You are a Moses, God, Jesus, everything, because CZ firearms are the shiznick.
Well, anyways,
and none of them deserve to be buried.
Yeah, right, exactly. Right. So good on you for bringing one back from the dead. But again, the rest of this article is them to just chiding Karen for asking them to take away more of her civil rights than she asked for. And at the end of the day, that's just it. Those that ask to ban ghost guns or ban guns in general usually end up giving up more of their rights than they agreed upon, and then complaining about the fact that they lost some rights that they had that they don't have now. And hey, newsflash! It's as Bruce says, it's all about, as everyone in the panel said, it's all about control. It's not just about gun control. It's all about just control.
Well, one of these days, I think I want to grab a piece of, like maybe a 4x4 Doug fir or something like that, and whittle myself an AR lower.
It could work.
That might work.
It could work.
Nice. Like
that would be interesting.
Like, oak. Tony, you're the woodworker here.
Close grain oak.
A lower out of oak.
It might work for a little while, but it would split. The metal working against the wood would eventually wall out.
Pretty sweet though.
Cavity.
And that, it wouldn't be for something long-term use. It would just be for, hey, I've done this because I can.
Hang above the fireplace.
You would have to put an insert for the buffer tube,
Nice cherry finish to it.
Yeah, but you could, whenever you carve that out, you could have that area reinforced and bigger.
Right. I would do that personally, but
put some metal inserts in it.
Yeah, put some metal inserts.
Screws in.
Yeah,
and then up on the front with your takedown pins and stuff. Yeah, you could do it.
Yeah,
be better looking.
There's having bigger.
Artisan lowers right there. There's a new business right there. 100% biodegradable lowers. Organic.
Yeah.
From whatever you want to call it, non-virgin wood. It's
warning. Watch out for termites.
100% recyclable.
Mm-hmm.
You could use
Environmentally
pressure-treated
friendly.
wood to get rid of
After you
termites.
fire a firearm, you could fire the firearm.
Designed to match your coffee table. Yeah.
So another article we got is a really interesting one that I saw because you know
Can you share these articles?
they're in the email.
They're top secret.
Yeah,
They're
man.
in-
Did you do your homework, bro?
They're
Well-
in the email. The links are in the email.
Whenever I'm on a
They
work trip,
originally email.
I can't see. Like I have to use my phone for this, and I can't look at the phone and read the emails.
Oh my god!
So, yes, I know I'm picky. I'm. Next time I see you, I'll give you something else with my name on it.
Oh god! Huh?
Oh,
I'm afraid of that now.
This big.
Is it a tattoo?
No, we're not gonna go there. Anyways, as I said, I found an article where they did a study that is interesting because apparently the University of California Davis study reveals what happens to a disarmed populace. And guess what? The study is not in the favor of gun control. Figure that one out.
oh,
You know, you think it would be considering it's California, because California is a violent place, despite having some of the most stringent anti-gun laws in the country. A new study by the University of California Davis Firearm Violence Research Center is damning. It reveals that millions of adults in the Golden State have had at least one exposure to what the anti-gun researchers call experiences of violence, or EVs. Research on violence exposure emphasizes discrete acute events such as direct and witnessed victimization. Little is known about the broad range of experiences of violence in daily life. This study assesses the prevalence and patterns of distribution of 6 experiences of violence in an adult general population, the study states. Researchers define their EVs as the occurrence of gunshots and shootings in their neighborhood, the encounters with sidewalk memorials where violent deaths have occurred, direct personal knowledge of individuals who had purposely been shot by someone else, direct personal knowledge of individuals who had purposefully shot themselves, direct personal knowledge of individuals perceived to be at risk of violence to another person, and then then it's almost the same thing, but instead of to another person, it's to themselves. Okay, researchers surveyed 5,018 California residents. 2,870 responded. More than 52 were female. 52% were female. The mean age of the respondents was 47. The results show that nearly 2/3 of the respondents reported at least one experience of violence. More than 11% reported 3 or more experiences of violence. More than 30% of African Americans reported experiences of violence involving people who had been shot by others. Respondents over 60 years old reported that most EVs involving people who had shot themselves. And respondents aged 18 to 29 reported knew the most people at risk to violence themselves. By extrapolating the data, the researchers are able to estimate that more than 3 million California residents had 3 experiences of violence per year. More than 5 million Californians know someone who was intentionally shot, and more than 3 million Californians know 2 or more people who are at risk of getting shot. Okay, and there's a point to this. I know it sounds bad, but we're getting to it. Okay, experiences of violence in daily life are widespread in the general adult population. Many occur in clear patterns that are unlike those seen for violent victimization. The researchers concluded, as with victimization, it is plausible that these experiences have durable and cumulative adverse consequences. California gun control laws. California requires a permit known as a firearm safety certificate to purchase handguns, rifles, and shotguns. It's bullshit. Where'd that come from? The state requires registration of all firearms and requires that any gun brought into the state be reported to the California Department of Justice. Bullshit. It bans assault weapons and standard capacity magazines. Okay. Technically, California is a may issue state for concealed carry permits, but in actuality, many jurisdictions have become no issue unless the applicant is very wealthy or a celebrity. You don't say. You don't say. The state requires background checks for both private firearm sales and ammunition purchases. Bullshit. Where did that come from? I have
You had
Your
something caught
allergies
in your
really bad
throat?
right now. You must be allergic to gun regulation.
I think I might be allergic to gun control. I'm not sure. It restricts home-built firearms by requiring anyone who wants to make a firearm in their home to apply to the California Department of Justice for a serial number. Takeaways. This study clearly shows that California's vaunted gun control laws aren't working. The state is infringing upon the Second Amendment rights of its 39 million residents for no reason other than perhaps tradition. California has always trampled on its citizens' civil rights. However, data shows Californians are finally waking up. In 2021, the state suffered a net loss in population of 0.71, and a loss of 0.71 is projected for 2022. Unfortunately, those people are moving to other states, which they may be voting in the same way. Ugh. Anyways, while conducted by anti-gun researchers and touted by gun control groups, this study actually buttresses what the pro-gun rights community has been saying for decades. A disarmed populace is a vulnerable populace, which will always become a victimized populace. That's the end of that article. And thoughts, anybody other than what I've already said?
It's the victim state being created.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's sad when gun control is referred to as the tradition in your state. I mean, that's like a state without a constitution. We say it's the tradition is to take away your rights. I'm like, wow, what have we done when we get to a situation like that? You know,
I know.
that's horrible, man. That's absolutely awful.
You know,
I know.
I would like to see if they would do that to California, if they would ban all guns and stuff, and see how long it would last. And it wouldn't last because criminals don't, what they call it, they don't care about laws and stuff. They'll still get guns no matter what.
Yeah,
no matter
yeah.
what.
You know
And
what?
they'll
Kind of
use them.
ironic though that they say it's known for violating their civil rights because California's supposed to be this woke state, right?
Yeah, and apparently, some civil rights apparently in California are more important than others. But again, they want to trample over the Second Amendment all the time. And here's the problem. When those California politicians that are always pushing gun control, hell, if even the governor, if those people start getting carjacked by hardened criminals or held at gunpoint and robbed by hardened criminals, maybe they'll get the point. Or maybe gun control will just get worse. Who knows? With those idiots in charge, anything can happen. No, but again, it's just one of those articles that I saw that I felt we needed to go over because it proves the point that gun control doesn't work, but they're trying to tout it as it does work, and it's hilarious because
I just posted a link from Chico Wise. Some of you might know who Chico Wise is. He's a really good dude, but he posted a link from this alderman in Illinois who says that you should carry whistles. And when you see a crime committed, you should blow your whistle and run toward the perpetrator blowing your whistle.
And that's a really good way of getting shot.
That's a really good way of getting shot, yeah.
There's another clip of her saying that no one needs guns and she'd ban all guns. And she was actually proud to say that Chicago has the most stringent gun control.
And then she got carjacked in Chicago.
Not yet. That's next week.
Oh, that was the other one, right?
But
that was the mayor.
I can refer you to another channel which will cover all this stuff about when she gets robbed because they covered the other people getting robbed who are against.
Because you heard about that right before Christmas. like three representatives or senators were robbed at gun or carjacked, in different states. You heard about that, right? There's one in Pennsylvania, and there was one. I think it was in either Illinois or somewhere else. And they were carjacked.
Yeah, defund the police was a great idea.
Yeah, defund the police was a great idea, wasn't
And blow whistles and run to the crime scene. Stranger danger! Stranger danger!
Yeah. Let's
so-
let's put our bodies in even closer danger. Yeah.
Yeah. Though we got some comments out there from D-Man 55 saying D-Man 50, excuse me. I don't know where the 5 came from. I'm reading wrong. When did criminals start following gun control laws? They don't. That's the problem. That's the problem. And the problem is we've got these idiots. It doesn't matter what political party. They're voting for gun control, and the problem is they're only restricting our rights. They're not restricting their rights because they're exempt from all these laws, or at least they think they are. And 2, it doesn't affect the criminals in the slightest because criminals don't follow the law in the first place, so it doesn't matter. So again, great point. Anyways, apparently Pale Horse. When did this happen? Pale Horse just sent me a picture on Instagram, not on Instagram, but on Discord, showing his truck when it got shot. I guess he was driving and it got shot or something. I'm not sure. Let's see.
Was it a Dodge?
I don't know.
Sorry. Had to make a Dodge joke. Sorry.
Can you guys see that?
Ford found on road dead.
Oh man.
Hey, don't talk about Ford now. We're here to make fun of Dodge and Chevy. Ford.
Fix or repair daily.
Fix or repair daily. Can you see that, guys? Or is it black? Let me try.
Fucked over rebuilt Dodge.
No, it's just your logo.
Let's see.
It was up there a minute ago. I don't know what he did, but
The screen's coming up, but it's still black.
I saw 2 of the pictures. They were small, and I don't know what the hell you're doing now.
I'll tell you what, man, that's the worst thing when you have that happen to your vehicle because those little shards of glass get everywhere. That's happened to me twice. 2 or 3 times. The second time they shot a window that was tinted and it didn't actually shatter. The first time it went all over the place.
I'm trying to screen share it, but the problem is it's not screen sharing properly. So I'll put it in a different window so everyone can see it. So hold on a second. I just want to share this because he shared it with us, and I want to give him his 5 minutes of fame. Not that he cares, but look at that. Look at that. They shot his window.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, at least they missed the metal work.
I don't.
No, they bashed the metal on the right side there.
Did that go? Did that through the other window, or did that go straight into the metal?
Damn it! He
It's
see the other guy.
Chevy, so it's okay.
No. Let's see.
Did he say what they shot it with? Because there's a couple, not through, but there's some dents on right by the glass. Like maybe it was a shotgun or something.
No.
Yeah, it looks like there's like a ding right there in the right side.
His truck has always been a little dented.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The dent might have been there before, but I don't know. Hell, did that go through the other window, or did that go straight into the seats or something? Let us know on that. Okay.
Yeah.
But
is it bad that I'm looking at a 50 AE Desert Eagle?
Yes.
Not at all. No, that's great. Everybody should have one. Maybe 2.
Foos, the question is, can you use that? You with USPSA?
Oh, this will be a fun gun.
Okay, so you can't use it in USPSA. Pale Horse said that happened back in July, he thinks. So. He says he said it's his Nissan Frontier. It was a company truck. Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right.
That's better than your truck.
I don't have
Barely.
I don't have it.
No, I mean, just like company having that be done to a company truck is better than your own personal vehicle.
So, anyways, but I'm glad it happened to the company truck instead of yours, Pale. But unfortunately, it happened to your company truck. So,
sorry, it's his own company's truck.
Yeah. He says
never
he said
mind.
he was sitting in it, talking to a truck driver, and just out of nowhere, the glass got hit.
Wasn't a rock that flew off of somebody's tire maybe that nailed it?
No, apparently,
Jesus.
it could have been a rock, but I doubt that kind of damage. No, that had to have been like a stray bullet or something.
What do you mean? Rock could have done that easily.
The rock could have, yeah, but still, a bullet could have done that too. But wow. All right, so, moving on. What time is it? Did we go through everything? It's
8:42, homies.
It's howdy doody time. It's
There you go.
time.
No, it's not howdy doody time just quite yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So,
It's Mr. Nasty time.
okay, all right. Well, we won't get to that now. That last topic then. There's not enough time. I don't want to.
Come on, do it.
No, it's just basically the ATF, because they got one comment from one person, decided to make a ruling, a new BS gun ruling, where now they're going to call 80% or home manufactured firearms. They're now calling them privately manufactured firearms. So any 80% you finish is now a privately manufactured firearm.
It kind of had to be the way that I understood it before. Like, you weren't supposed to use anybody else's tooling and machining to do it. I think it was supposed to be completed in your own home or something. That's why when they had build parties, people would get busted because they would buy the lower from somebody or bring their own up to a shop that would let them use their presses and their mills and stuff.
You can do that. You just can't. You just can't use. It's the program CNC where all you have to do is hit a button. You actually have to do the work yourself.
Yeah, I thought it said that it had to be with your own tooling or something. You had to do it in your own home or something, but I don't know.
The person, so if you're using from my understanding, if they're using their mill or drill press, you can use their equipment, but they can't do it for you. You have to do it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
What about if it requires welding?
Same situation. Tools, so.
Same thing. They have to do it themselves.
Sounds like a Frankenstein again.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'm just making sure because
Yeah, because if you do it for someone else, now you're a
someone
manufacturer.
has sent me does someone have sent me a parts kit?
Someone has several, and he has a hydraulic press now.
Mm-hmm.
And he may have receiver dies coming soon too.
You just
Travis,
randomly
do you still
seen
have
what
that
kind of
kit that
crap
I
you
have?
can smash
Can I
with
give
that.
Yeah, Foos, I have everything.
Cool.
Well, Night Strike's got the trigger pack from the old C308. I've got that. I got the Gunsmith's modified H&K. Yeah, but Night Strike, did you ever fix that spring?
Yeah, I fixed the spring.
Did that fix the trigger?
I went and ordered a new spring for that trigger pack and just swapped it out.
Yeah, Foos, one of the springs, like one of the prongs hadn't been folded down properly when it was reassembled or cleaned or whatever.
Okay.
And it was just hanging off the side.
That could have been what was causing the issue with the trigger, so I don't know.
On the rest.
But I liked that. I liked how
I didn't. It was expensive. Yeah, I don't have buckets of 308 like you do, okay?
Yeah. But again, I've got that trigger pack. I've got my old trigger pack. I've got, a parts kit trigger pack. But I think if I'm going to make Setnies for myself, I probably am going to use the HK91 style trigger packs instead, just because the factor that I don't have the problem with it trying to go full auto with like Foos's.
I'll tell you what, man, that HK trigger pack is freaking sweet.
It never went full auto.
It just double
tapped. Never had. Yeah, because you don't know how to freaking pin the trigger.
Well, you can't feather the trigger. You have to have a distinct, hard, swift pull back, and you have to hold it momentarily. You can't just like barely pull it and wait for the break. You literally have to pull it back and hold it. So,
yeah.
Oh, I would have loved to see your face live whenever the first time you did that.
All right,
because it happened when you and I were together. Remember?
Pale Horse says, "Sure, I'll sign autographs." We think it ricocheted off the glass. That's what the Memphis police said because, yes, it hit the metal at an extreme angle and just ricocheted, okay? They aren't sure. They think it was just some moron far away playing with a rifle, and I got lucky. It hit the glass. No projectile was ever found, the Memphis police said. They think it just ricocheted. It's not the one with your name on it. It's one a name on it that you have to worry about. It's the one addressed to whom it may concern.
Yes.
Ooh. No, he says it's possible it was a rock, but I was every bit 50 yards from the road, parked next to an 18-wheeler. It's also possible that there was a rock under the wheel of the 18-wheeler, and the weight of the truck just launched the rock magically. I've never seen anything like that, but yeah.
You know what'll really pucker your butthole is
Ooh.
if you're standing out there next to a car in 100-degree weather, and all of a sudden the window just explodes because it built up pressure inside. That used to happen on the car lot a lot.
Yeah,
You'd be over 100 degrees, and you're standing next to a car because I sold cars for 10 years. And then it sounded like a 12 gauge went off and the window would just blow completely out.
yeah. But again, for people who don't know what we're talking about with Pale Horse, I'll share this again real quick. But this was Pale Horse's work truck that he was using, and it was a company truck, so not his personal. But this is what happened when he was using it. So
It's all blurry on the YouTube side.
is it? Or are you
Well-
just messing with me?
No, I wouldn't do that.
It's not blur. Well, I don't know. Oh, yeah, it is on the YouTube side. Yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to try it again. Normally it works the second time.
So that you try zooming in on
There you
the
go.
There you
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, yeah, they could have hit the metal right there. The vibration going through the glass could have caused it to break out. Look how it's broken on the far right. Then
now, if it's ricocheted, if it's ricocheted, then
Yeah.
it might have ricocheted right there on the side and dented it, and then went into the glass.
that's a possibility.
So, again, I don't wish that on anybody, obviously,
No.
but that's, be lucky, be happy that it hit the back seat and not the front seat. Okay, be lucky it went through the back seat window instead of the front seat window. You know what I'm saying? So, but wow, yeah.
That's scary.
It is. It is. Anyway, so you guys got anything going on? Do you want to tell anybody about? Is there anything cool happening? Boos, you participating in any events?
No, I'm done for the winter. I'm probably gonna start training 1st of February. At first, I was gonna be like, oh, let's wait until April. Then it was March, and now I'm like, I want to get the season going.
Right.
So,
right. All right.
probably a couple more weeks, and then yeah,
Train
I'll be
rock style.
a lot of dry fire. I got what,
Right.
8 50 cal ammo cans loaded a full 40 for practice.
How much 308?
And
Ooh.
308, I have.
Probably lost count.
Let's see. No, so I have a case of 500. I have 2 more 50 cal ammo cans. I have 45 or 50 20 round mags loaded, and then I have another 200 or 300 of brass case.
Wow.
If you want some, all you got to do is put your chin on something.
Yeah. Right. Anyways, let's
Everyone's
not,
like,
let's not even go there. Let's not even go there, Foos. Don't even joke about that. But
oh,
yeah.
he's joking.
No, I know. That's awful of you. Anyways, Pale Horse is asking, is the C3 still in production? That's a good question. It's not in Century's list of guns on their website, but if you search on their website, it'll show up. So I don't know if they're still making them or if they're only making a certain amount of them.
I haven't seen them come up new for probably 3 years now, or factory rebuilt or whatever you want to call it. So you can get them on Gunbroker, but they're running almost $1,000 now. Yeah.
I've been
Really?
looking. I've been looking, and my C308 now, which works great, is I got it for $500 because apparently it wasn't working. and I swapped the trigger pack out, and it works properly now. And
So
it's now worth that gun with the magazines I've got. That gun is now worth $800 or $900.
that,
Yeah, I'm seeing.
That's what the
here's
used
one.
prices are going for. I've looked all over Arms List. I've looked all over Gunbroker, and depending on what you have with it and what goes with it, the prices are anywhere between $800 and like $1,200 for a C308.
Yeah, they're six. I'm like looking at starting bid on most of these, 670 to 700. Most of the buy nows are 1,100.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple guys are asking 1,200. And some of them, yeah, like you said, the extras that they come with. Like me, I'd probably charge more because I've got the converted trigger pack, H&K MP5 trigger pack in mine, which has a legal conversion on it. So it's permanently stuck in semi-auto. But yeah, they're bringing a pretty penny right now. Just like anything, once you can't find them anymore, just on regular retailers, they're going to go up in price. That's just like the Star BMs. Those are what, 350, 400 now for one.
And weren't they like 199?
179 at one point. You can still probably find them for 200 at a few retailers, but yeah, they're going at gun stores, at gun shows. I'm seeing them for 350 now. I mean, SKSs, Mosins are going for what I think around 400. I think for a unmatched like numbers Mosin, non-hex, $400. So yeah,
NY Outcast. The C308 is not legal in New York, so I will not sell it to you for $250.
They
get over yourself.
They made a California legal version. I know they did a California legal version of it with like a fin grip on it and stuff.
I'm not selling him my rifle for under what I paid for it.
Oh no, he won't sell you any guns. Not when you want to buy one from him. So don't even ask New York Outcast.
Well, hey, New York Outcast just admitted he'd buy something besides an M&P, though. So I mean, that's progress.
Well, that's progress. That is progress right there. Yeah.
But he's trying to buy my C308 from me, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Happy?
No. He's saying fine, $275. You can't own it in New York. It's illegal. It's got a bayonet lug on it.
Uh-oh.
That's dangerous.
I only got magazines that are 20-round magazines.
When's the last time you seen a store get held up with a rifle with a bayonet on it? That's in this country. Right? Like, seriously, guys,
Be careful, guys. He's got a bayonet lug on it.
Could you like duct tape a butter knife on there? Would that be considered the same thing? Or
DJ Plain Eyes says ain't illegal in Nebraska. Got one.
No, not at all.
Can you imagine shooting that 308 in New York with that little stubby little grip you'd have to put on it?
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Yeah, that'd almost be dangerous to try to hold on. Just more dangerous with the fin grip on it than it is in its regular configuration.
I wouldn't
just hold the steering ball from a tractor.
Yeah, take off the flash hider while you're at it. Yeah.
Right. So,
God.
why don't we run through the room, let everybody say their outro, and we'll get on out of here. So, Tony, why don't you go first this evening?
Oh, caught me off guard.
I caught you off guard.
Everything's cool. Good to talk to everybody.
Are we going to see any more videos of the new homestead?
Yeah, we're going
to.
I'm going to start framing up the tiny shack tomorrow.
Awesome.
Well, you got to call it the Love Shack.
Tony, when you do that, send me a couple pictures for me, please.
I'm moving to this shack because of another Love Shack, so I don't want to call this one the Love Shack.
Right.
Don't forget your jukebox money.
Yeah.
Tony, you did a pretty cool video where you were showing off the design, kind of comparing it to like a shipping container in terms of size.
Yeah,
that was a very cool video.
I'm trying to help people, but these people who are stuck on shipping containers, you can't help them. They're like flat earthers.
No, there's a couple people here in town that made houses out of them, like little luxury condos, and they spent as much as a regular house on it when it was all said and done. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Per square foot, probably twice as much per square foot.
Oh, it was crazy. Yeah.
M. Gabriel says, I can't even put a sentence together. I should be president. Well, M. Gabriel, my response to that is this.
All men and women created by the thing.
That's my response to that. Also, my other response is
let's go, Brandon. I agree.
Oh my God.
So again, so Defense Dad, what you got going on? Anything you want to tell anybody about? Any final words you want to leave with us?
Oh, I'll have a few videos coming out in the next week or so. We are going to be, and Travis, we got to get together. We got to iron out the final details on the YouTuber get together shooting event in June here in Nebraska. We'll be sending out the announcement, try to see who all wants to come, so we can get a kind of a head count on that.
All right. Coming in at the last minute on the YouTube side is Enrique Sonora. What's going on, Enrique? And Black Bear Forge. Guys, we're just wrapping up, so you might want to catch the replay. Sam of Anarchy 92 is coming in last minute. Guys, watch the replay. It's actually good. I would say tonight's episode is a lot better than last week's episode. So, we're going strong for 2022.
Bro,
so,
it was a hit, man. It was a hit.
It was a hit.
Kingpin, what do you have anything going on? Any new videos you want people to be made aware of?
No, man. Just everybody have a good night.
All right. Thank you for stopping by, buddy.
No, my pleasure, man.
All right. George, any videos, in the future, anything you want anybody to know about?
Well, hopefully in the future, but right now I'm trying to go for the Guinness Book of Records of having a YouTube channel and have no videos of standing right now. So I'm there. I'm going. It's going.
You got to get to the range, man. You got to get to the range.
Oh, definitely.
You've got the ARs. I know you do.
Oh yeah. Just nothing right now currently, but like I said earlier, and the beginning of the show, you can catch me in South Texas AR Guy on Instagram. And as always, a pleasure to be here. Thank you for the invite, as always.
All right. Thank you for stopping by. Travis, you are the last one.
Yeah.
You're not the least. So
no. Do check out my channel, Travis P11, over on YouTube. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Wanted to mention here in Lincoln, Nebraska, from January 14th to the 16th, we're going to have the Nebraska Deer and Game Expo going on. It is a very big event. It's going on from Friday from 3 to 8, Saturday from 9 to 7, Sunday from 10 to 4 Central Time. And it's cool, man. You've got everybody that shows up there, and hopefully I'll be there with Sandhills, and we'll be working the Nebraska Firearms Owners Association table, passing out literature and letting people know about what a great organization that is. It's not for profit, by the way. It's all volunteers that work it. And Sandhills is part of that. So we'll be at that table on Saturday. I think I'm probably going to go there after Caliber Corner. And I got Caliber Corner at 8 a.m. Central Time. We're not going to go early. But we did have a great showing last weekend. We had a great episode on Saturday. And I had a lot of people there watching. I couldn't believe it how many people actually wanted to get on that show and watch it at 7 o'clock in the morning.
I had tried to get there. I really did.
It was a fun show. I didn't know how it was going to go over. Yeah.
I was dead sure I set my alarm clock. Guess
yeah.
what? It didn't ring.
Hey, man, I'll give you a wake-up call.
I looked at it,
as I wake up at 5:15, I can call you if you want to ensure that you're going to be awake. That's 6:15 your time, dude. I'm usually full speed by that point.
I slept past that. I didn't wake up until
my God.
you guys had ended. Well,
if you wouldn't stay up till 3 a.m., hanging out those wrestling chat guys, maybe you wouldn't be so tired,
Oh, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Nothing. Yeah. I got nothing but love for those guys. But no, I appreciate the invite tonight. It was a good chat, and hopefully people learned a little. So thanks, man.
All right. For those that don't know, I've got a Patreon. I'm going to start putting some more videos up soon. I have to go through and edit a ton of videos. And I hate editing videos. You guys know this. So I'm working on that. If you guys want to contribute to the channel, help me with some ammo or anything, you can check out my PayPal. Help me that way. Now, again, if you like what we're doing, like what I'm doing with GunTube, go to guntube.org and check out the store. That's store.guntube.org, and that helps GunTube continuing to operate. Otherwise, I'd have to shut it down. I don't know. With that, we'll see you guys later. You guys take it easy. Thank you all for watching. This was Hit or Miss. Now, how do I turn this damn thing off?
Good night in Polish.
I got a quick question for you, Travis, after this goes off the air.
Red button.
Yaksi Masz Dobrze, everyone.
Travis, is that Czech?
Yes, it is.
Muy bien, muy bien.
There you go. It means everyone's welcome. So that's
Bueno.
Sayonara.
Bueno.
So my grandma used to say, and then she'd make me eat a plate full of really good food. So yeah,
Awesome.
that's all. That and some curse words is all I remember. That's
Yeah.
It'd be terrible if I'd have been paying attention. I could probably learn a little something, but my dad never taught me Czech, so I need to learn
I'm the
it.
same with my grandmother and how she used to speak a little Dutch and curse in Dutch. So anyways, with that, adios, Felicia. Te amo, Felicia. Te amo.
Felicia Navidad.
Felicia
That's right.
Navidad. We'll do it. We'll do it until the end of January. Felicia Navidad. And as New York Outcast says, eat a salad. Gizzard Gary says, give them the bird. And as I always say, shall not be infringed.
Felicia, puedes llamarme porque necesito una novia.
Tómese unos mofles.
Simón.